Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Cry found a mask that he thought could change the appearance, and thought to buy it directly from the owner, but he didn't have much money. So Cry was going around asking for money, and that news spread like wildfire that Cry got stuck on a relic, so it could be powerful. Meanwhile, Cry went back to Cider for money, and she didn't have any problem lending him some money again, but the owner of the mask turned out to be Arnold. Even so, Arnold agrees to sell the mask at 10 million. Everyone in the bar bid more money, thinking that if Cry is after that mask, that it sure is going to be one strong relic. Even a noble's daughter, who's mad for Arc Brave, bids to buy the mask to gift it to Arc. So the auction organizer heard about this incident and took the mask because it was illegal selling stuff that were supposed to display on the auction. So Cider brings out her savings she saved for her and Cry's wedding. And Eclair's father agreed to help Eclair to get that mask, and warned her not to get defeated by Cry. Well, everyone thinks that Cry is a mastermind, and now Citri and Cry had gathered 950 million. Cry was very thankful to her. Liz got into her lovely moment. Both twin sisters always fights for the boy, but Cry was wishing to buy the mask without any hitch. Auction venue was jam-packed today, and Tino ran into them here. Everyone had heard Cry wants a relic, but has a crazy amount of debt on his head. But Cry noticed Tino got here herself, and Tino said no one invited her. Cry totally forgot about her. So to cheer her up, Cry told her she could become his agent at auction. Like bidding on something when Cry signals her to. Tino was on board with it, but their Eclair showed up as well for that mask. And with that, the auction begins. They displayed many relic, but the mask wasn't coming out anytime soon, because the organizer is dragging it out intentionally since everyone is after that thing, and Cry just couldn't bid on anything else because he might lack the funds to bid for the mask. But the relics coming out were rare, and Tino kept watching her like she was asking him if he would bid or not. Cry didn't like it, but he had some emergency fund on him. Then comes a relic that would allow the user to breathe underwater, but Cry puts a heavy stone on his heart to avoid all the relics that were coming in. And Tino kept giving him the glance of what to do. Cry knew if he bid, Citri would never say anything to him. So Cry was on fire to show how he takes the next relic. But the next one turns out to be the Akashic robot golem. That one thing was something Citri wanted, but she failed to get it from the government. Citri's sentiments were attached to it, but she pretended to be fine. For her, that golem was the result of her hard work, so it was like a memento for her. Cry knew she was acting fine, so he decided to buy it out for her, but the bid kept rising as it reached 300 million, and even so he goes on to bid more even if he couldn't get the mask. Basically, it was Citri's money, but the rumor about Cry being after an all-powerful relic is getting true. Boy has the devil's luck on his side. But now the bid got higher, and they had a limited amount of funds, just 950 million, and soon it crosses even 950, yet Cry bid 1,110 million to buy it. So Liz thought they could be in trouble if they can't pay up, but Tina was doing the bidding, so it will fall on her. But Cry had emergency funds and gave it to Citri. Thankfully, his sister's money came in handy. But the bidder they thought was Tino turns out to be Gerg. What a stroke of bad luck for him. But Cry got it covered, and after spending all the money, Cry had none left, so he left the auction hall. And after this, the mask came in for bidding, and Eclair bought it without any problem. So Cry called Arc and his harem for a talk, and told him the mask that Eclair bought is dangerous. Girls were angry that Cry never gives full information on things, but Arc lets Cry speak, and he told them Arc could handle it. But Cry tells Arc not to take any weapons along when he goes to retrieve the mask from Eclair. That was the stage play Cry set, because once Cry gets it from Eclair, he'll buy it from Arc at a cheap rate considering their friendship. And Eclair was in her room because she lost to Cry. No doubt she got the mask, but her father knew Cry let her win on purpose because he never bid for the mask and left before it got on display. Let me explain. The rumors were that Cry was after a powerful relic. Everyone thought it was the mask because of the public display he set with Arnold, but at the auction he bought the golem and left the hall immediately. So Eclair got sad that she lost against Cry, and the mask woke up to use her feelings to take control of her body. So in a way, it wasn't false that the mask was powerful and sent Arc to handle it. He came out fully prepared, but Eclair had shut herself in the room. But her father allowed Arc to meet her, and they heard a loud bang. Ark and his party got there and saw Eclair had gone nuts wearing the mask. Her negative emotions were being used here, so Ark goes near to her to calm her down. It did work out, but she saw Ark had a sword, so she thought even Ark is dangerous, and Ark remembers Cry's warning. So, in a simple way, Cry is but so damn lucky that whatever he says just always turns out to be true. And on the other side, both twin sisters came to Arnold to receive their cut, because they think Cry set this whole thing up using Arnold's mask to get the powerful golem, so they want to share from the 200 million Arnold got after selling the mask. They wanted 110 million from it, and reminds them they had drunk poison in the bar when they first met, so Arnold had to sacrifice 110 million for the antidote. As for Cry, he prepared a party to welcome Ark, thinking he endured Eclair's bad temper. So Ark gave the mask and Cry casually wore it. The mask saw Cry had all his skill, power, and intelligence at leveling. So even Mask gave up on him, but it seemed like Cry was so powerful that even the mask couldn't take control of him. Even Eclair admits it, and just in the right time Citri and Liz returns. And so their little party begins. But Cry realized why Mask didn't work on him is because he's weaker than Eclair, who's only 10 years old. But our episode 13 ends right there, so stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime. For that, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.